everyone! Good day to all the supporters and televiewers of DepEd-R Teleturoan. Welcome to Lesson 7 of the most essential learning competencies of senior high school English subjects. I'm Jenna de Guzman Permin from San Josep National High School, your teacher presenter for today's episode. In this episode, I will be presenting to you the lesson about speech acts under the oral communication in context subjects for senior high school, mainly for grade 11. Are you ready? Let's start a happy learning. Before we start our main lesson, I want you to have this quotation by Machona Liwayo. Will you please repeat after me? Beautiful souls are shaped by ugly experiences. Very good. You have spoken the quotation simply because I told you so. However, this time, repeat after me if only you believe in the meaning of that quotation. And I want you to say it with conviction. Ready? Beautiful souls are shaped by ugly experiences. Thank you for those who read it out loud, for you surely have a conviction among yourselves about this saying. This time, repeat it as if you are talking to your friends and you want them to believe on what you are saying, or you want to help them out of a sad situation. Beautiful souls are shaped by ugly experiences. Good job! I let you speak in different ways for you to realize that words itself can literally do an action without you, the speaker, realizing it. It is called speech act, which is our lesson for today. Let's start learning. Let's begin by defining what is speech act. Actually, there are so many theories underlying the speech act. For today's lesson, I want you to focus on a short and simple meaning of speech act. Speech act is an action performed when saying something. In a sense, you get the work done by simply making utterances. Meaning, speaking is more than the sound of the words you produce. For example, for different people, saying a sincere thank you can be different. Some prefer it a long speech, while some just use speech act with a single word thanks, but the meaning is fully grasped by the receiver. Speech acts include real-life interactions and require not only knowledge of the language, but also appropriate use of that language within a given culture and situation. As stated by the Center of Advanced Research on Language Acquisition of University of Minnesota, we usually hear speech acts every day, which is being used for greeting, request, complaint, and others. In our context, for example, for saying a greeting, we could say, "Hi James, how is your day?" And the perfunctory answer is that it's fine, it's okay, but you don't really narrate what happened to you that day. Example of making a request, please stay at home as much as possible. Or a complaint, you have been playing online games for too long, as well as for the invitation. Hey, we're having an online group study this evening, and I wanted to know if you'd like to join us. However, take note of your tone and context. Where will you say those utterances? For that is what important in speech act. According to Austin's theory of speech act of 1962, utterances have three kinds of meaning. 1. Locutionary, 2. Illocutionary, and the third, perlocutionary. Locutions are the utterance act. Sentences have a grammatical structure and a literal meaning. It is the literal force of an act. What did the person say? Not what did the person mean. On the other hand, illocution or illocutionary act is the speaker's intention of what to be accomplished by the speech act. Why did the person convey the message or the sentence? It is the intention itself. Lastly, perlocution or perlocutionary act. It is the particular effect on the addressee or the receiver. Meaning, what we accomplished by simply saying the sentence. Let's have an example. You are having an online study meeting with your friends, and you said to them, "Please, let us stay home and learn." The locutionary force lies in the meaning of the words and nothing more. What you say is what to be perceived by the receiver. However, if you will say it with an illusionary force, which lies in your intention to make a request, it will make a difference by saying, "Please, let us stay home and learn." And finally, there comes the perlocutionary force that lies in the fact that your friends already accepted your request. In a sentence, you have said, "Please, let us stay home and learn." That's locution. While the intent that you want your friends to believe you is elocution. And your friends follow your request, perlocution occurs. Are we clear? Very good. There are different types of speech acts, and this can include 1. Representative. Representatives include assertions, statements, claims, hypotheses, descriptions, and suggestions. Number 2, commissives. Commissives are promises that you make, oaths, pledge, threats, and vows. Third, directives. It could be a command, a request, a challenge that you give, or an invitation, an order, and others. Next one is declaration. Under declaration, it includes blessings, baptisms, arrests, marrying, and acts such as sentencing. Next one, expressive. These are speech acts that make assessment of psychological states of attitudes, greetings, apologies, congratulations, condolences, and the likes. And the last one is predictive, like having rankings, assessment, appraisings, and the like. Meanwhile, how do we really know what the force of speech act is? As speaker or receiver, we should take context or the setting and use judgment and background knowledge of the language and the culture. Context must be conventionally recognized. For example, how do you usually answer the question, "Have you done your homework?" Yes, correct. It can be answerable by yes or no. But your tone and follow-up answers will be different based on who are you talking with. Imagine answering your parents' question, then to a friend, "Are you done?" And then to your teacher. It will be varied based on the context. In general, speech act literally is a process of speaking but an action had been done already. Either saying the words literally, saying the meaning of the word, or saying what you want others to react to your words. But most importantly, you have to respond to different speech acts by analyzing first the context, situation, and people involved because words are more than what you hear. There you have it, the types of speech context. We will be back for more discussion.